If you're looking for the perfect Florida day trip that combines crystal clear water, a little bit of adventure, and plenty of kid-friendly fun, then stick around because today we're heading to Kelly Park in Rock Springs in Apopka, Florida, just about 30 minutes northwest of Orlando. This park is one of the most beautiful natural spots in the States. And let me tell you, it's basically nature's version of a lazy river. The water stays at a refreshing 68 degrees all year long, which is exactly what you want on a hot Florida day. So grab the kids, pack your floaties, and let's jump in. Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are over Kelly Park, Rock Springs, and we're going to show you guys around. We are camping for the night. We're setting up the tubes. We're going to set up the spot, and I'm going to show you guys how this beautiful park looks like. We have tried coming here a couple of times before, but all the times that we tried, we were stuck in line and we were never able to come in. But this time we decided to camp, and here we are. Kelly Park is located in Apopka, which is about 30 minutes away from Orlando, so it's the perfect place to take a break from the theme parks and hit the reset button. Now, here's the big thing you need to know. Kelly Park is super popular. The park only lets in 280 vehicles in the morning and another 50 in the afternoon. That means if you roll up at 11 a.m. on a Saturday in July, chances are you're not getting in. Families who know the drill arrive earlier, and I mean way before 8 a.m. to snag a spot. I have heard of people arriving at 5 a.m. Now, the park opens at 8 a.m., but cars start lining up well before then. As I mentioned, some people arrive at 5 a.m. Now, the pro tip is to pack breakfast to eat in the car while you wait. The kids will be occupied, and you will be ready to go the moment those gates open. Alright, now to the fun part. The reason most people come to the Kelly Park, tubing Rock Springs. Imagine a crystal clear spring that turns into a slow, winding river surrounded by tropical greenery. It's about 3/4 of a mile from start to finish, and the gentle current does all the work. It's the perfect pace for kids. Now, here's something important. The park doesn't rent tubes. You can bring your own though, as long as it's under 5 feet, and they cannot have any glitter or confetti inside. Or you can also rent from places just outside the park like Rock Springs Bar and Grill. Rentals are usually around $7 a day, but it's going to depend on where you rent it from. Once you launch in, the water is refreshingly cool. 68 degrees, which can feel a little chilly at first, but you warm up quickly. Trust me, I hate super cold waters, and I really enjoyed being here. Now, if tubing isn't enough, there's also a designated swimming area right near the main spring head. It's shallow in places, which is great for little ones, but it can also get a little bit deeper, so always keep an eye out for the kiddos. No glass, no alcohol, and no pets are allowed inside this park. This keeps it family friendly and safe for everyone. So we are we're all set up in our camp spot. The girls just took a shower, which the bathroom over here, which happens to be just right there in walking distance, was super clean. So the girls are just waiting until the food is ready. They're watching a movie. We got the fire going over here. And then I got our chicken being made right here. Yes. And it's just gonna be a chill night. Now there's a lot of mosquitoes, but this campsite is super chill. It came with the fire thingy, and there's also the water hookup over here. There is an electrical hookup right here. So you pretty much got everything that you need. And this campsite is quite large. Look at this. Quite large, you guys. And we got site 10. And it's very secluded. This is how it looks behind. Nobody behind us. So super, super nice. Now we're making s'mores. And watching movies. Pretty loud out here. Pretty sure that these people are supposed to have the music and everything off at 7, but look at that. S'mores and movies. Good morning. So yesterday we saw raccoons. We saw a wild turkey. This morning we saw a huge hawk. And last night we actually got woken up by a raccoon. And it was so funny. We were sitting by the fire and it was so dark that a raccoon didn't see us. So the raccoon came really close and started messing with our stuff. And then we turned our lamp on. And he saw us, and that's when he slowly started to go away. But it was so funny to see the raccoon so surprised, like, oh, what the heck? Y'all here? So now we are on the Cali Loop Trail, and we're trying to see if we find some more wild animals, see if we see some maybe wild turkeys again, maybe deers. There's bobcats. Yesterday we did see a cat. It wasn't a bobcat, but it was a cat. So yeah, but really beautiful, and it's starting to get a little bit more quiet. So hopefully we see some wildlife. Cali Park has a fantastic 2.5-mile hiking loop. It's called the Cali Loop Trail, and it takes you through shady forests, along boardwalks, and past scenic overlooks of Rock Springs Run. This is a great way for kids to burn off some energy while learning about Florida plants and wildlife. You might spot deer, wild turkeys, or a snake. Just remember, this is Florida. That means mosquitoes. So bug spray is going to be your bestie here. Look at that big hole over there in that tree. That's probably a woodpecker. That hole is so huge. Holy cows.
Don't get any
There's a huge spider web right here. With a spider on it. We're walking slow in our hopes to see some wildlife. And we're being very quiet, or so we like to think. There's a squirrel here, which is another thing that this park has so many. Squirrels are everywhere. gets super packed in here. There's so many people. The picnic tables, a lot of them are taken. The grills are taken. Definitely gets super packed, and it is Sunday, so people are definitely here to enjoy their Sunday barbecue. A lot of cars. Back near the main area, you will find picnic tables, pavilions, a playground, and even sand volleyball courts. This is perfect if you're planning to make a whole day of it. A lot of families set a picnic spot for the day and rotate between tubing, swimming, playing, and eating, which is exactly what we did. Now just keep your food packed away when you're not eating, because let me tell you, the squirrels here are brave. If your family loves the outdoors, there's even more to explore nearby. Just downstream is Rock Springs Run State Preserve, which connects to the Wekiva River. You can rent kayaks or canoes at places like Kings Landing and paddle through miles of stunning Florida wilderness. It's a great add-on if you're staying in an area for a few days. All right, before we wrap up, here are my top tips for visiting Kelly Park as a family. Arrive early. Weekends fill up pretty fast. Rent or bring your own tubes. Water shoes are a must. The spring floor is rocky. Pack a picnic. There's food nearby, but bringing your own is easier with kids. Bring waterproof bags for phones, snacks, and dry clothes. And don't forget your bug spray, especially if you plan on hike. So that's Kelly Park in Rock Springs, a little piece of paradise right here in Central Florida. Whether you're tubing down the lazy river, swimming in the crystal clear water, or just relaxing under the trees, it's the perfect spot for family memories. And if you found this guide helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more Florida family adventures, and let me know in the comments if you have visited Kelly Park or plan to go. Until next time, and happy travels. Bye.